Hey, today I just wanted to talk about something that happened to me and like how we can use this in our everyday lives to connect to others and make them feel really good and special. I mean, there's enough negativity and hate in the world that I think that taking these small steps to put out taking these small steps to put out positivity and just making someone's day a little bit brighter can just add a little bit more joy and connection and happiness in the world. And that's the kind of energy we want and the kind of place we want to live in. And as this channel is about, it's a way to connect to people. So here's the story. I was gonna go to the gym, but I didn't want to get my gym clothes on because I had somewhere to go. And it was early in the morning. It was somewhere I needed to be and look halfway decent, but I only had to be there for a little bit. So I threw on a dress, some shoes, my hair looked about like this, makeup, about the same. So when I walked in the door, the guy at the gym says to me, "Are you gonna go work out?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "Because you just look too good." And I was like, oh my goodness, you just made my day. That made me feel so happy. Just that small little thing, him telling me that I looked good, too good to be going to work just to work out. And I usually don't, fix my hair and put on full makeup and everything to go work out. But it just made my day a little bit brighter. And I didn't really say it to him at the moment. I didn't say, "Oh, hey, you made my day," but I was just like, "Oh, well, I had to go somewhere, and I'm gonna go change." Instead of telling him like how it affected me. And honestly, I kind of had felt like that day when I woke up, I was like, "Oh, you look kind of puffy, kind of swollen. It's not your best." And then I took a photo and the sun was in my eyes and I was all squinting and it didn't look that great. And I was like, "Ooh, you're looking rough." And then when he said that, it was just such a stark contrast of how I was seeing myself that day and how someone else saw me. And it just lifted my spirits just a little bit to have someone just tell you something nice that they were thinking about you. So what can we do? What can we do to connect? Oh, let me finish the story though. So then I go change and I think about this and it's making me smile. And I changed my clothes and I went to get some tea at the cafe before working out. And I went over to him and I said, "Hey, what's your name?" So he came and introduced himself to me and I introduced myself to him. And I told him, "Hey, I just want to let you know, you should definitely get a raise," because he was an employee there. I'm like, that's how every person who walks in the door should be greeted. And I was like, "You just made my day." And then he smiled, we exchanged names. And we just had that little moment like of connecting with another person. Like, there wouldn't have been that connection. First of all, had he not expressed what he was thinking to me. Second of all, had I not gone back and expressed how that made me feel. So right there, that led to connecting with a person. So now there was an introduction made. I learned his name, he learned mine. It was just really a nice little moment. And that just kind of set the tone, for the day a little bit, put it on a little better note. So I really appreciated that person just taking a small step like that. And anyway, so then I went on with my day and went to work out, and I felt like I had a little bit more pep in my step or something. I don't know, just able to run on the treadmill a little harder, faster, a little more energy. But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is the channel's about like how we connect with people. So, people don't seem to hesitate when they don't like something. They'll be like, "Ew, I don't like that. I don't like this. You're rude," and people just express negative things. But if we try to hold back a little bit on our expression when we have something negative to explain or express, and can be actually a little more detached and calm and say, "Hey, and make sure we keep it about ourselves and not attack the other person. Say, for example, I didn't like the tea. I don't know. Just trying to come up with something off the top of my head. Say I didn't like the tea. Instead of being like, this tea tastes really bad. You guys did a terrible job. You know, now it sounds attacking. So rather than go on the attack, I could say, this tea doesn't taste very good to me. That's my opinion. That's on me. You know, if I really felt it was necessary to bring it up, which tea is kind of a weird example. I mean, I don't even know really why I would need to bring up the tea. The tea was fine. But the point was, on negative expression, try to detach from the emotion, especially if you're an expressive person. Have you ever got this, people saying this to you when you're like, why? And you're just being very expressive. And they're like, oh, why are you getting mad? And you're not even mad. You don't even feel mad inside. But then you're starting to get mad because they're telling you you're mad. And then you're just like, if you keep telling me I'm mad, I'm gonna get mad. But you weren't even mad to begin with until they said, why are you getting so mad? But you have to be aware of your expressions and your tone, because most communication comes through in your expressions, your tone, your body language versus the actual words you're saying. Not that words aren't important, because they are, but that's where most of the communication comes from. So we can watch those little mimes, what are they? Like with the white faces and the little black tears, you know, all of those type of people, and they can put on this little show and act it out, and we kind of know what they're talking about, what they're saying, what they're feeling, what they're trying to express without them saying a word. I feel like I'm getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, so yes, back to the way to connect to someone else. So, you know, I've tried to make it a habit of when a girl walks in, say for instance, and I think, wow, she's so pretty, or I like her outfit, or I like her shoes, or anything positive. I try very hard to make an effort to actually go up to people and say, hey, you're so pretty. I just think you're very attractive, or I really like your shoes, or, you know, you have nice eyes, or something that I truly am thinking. It's not to be insincere, and there's no real ulterior motive other than I just want to spread a little more joy and positivity and light into this world, because we get enough negative feedback. So I think if we put a lot more positive feedback out there, it would be definitely good for society as a whole, and would help people build connections. Because just like that guy who, you know, told me that I looked too good to be working out, that was just like so nice, you know, and it made my day. It really did. It was just like a little thing. It probably didn't even mean anything to him. He was just like, she didn't look like she needs to be going to work out. She looks like she's dressed up going somewhere, because I had been. But just that little thing just put a smile on my face. And, you know, why don't we just try to do that? Like, leave people just a little bit better than they were before they came in contact with us. You know, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to see. I want to be the change I want to see in the world. So that is my 2 cents about making those small connections. And, you know, hey, you never know. I'm not saying that it was, but, you know, then a connection like that could turn even further. Say that there had been an interest between this guy and a girl. This is how you can actually meet people in person. You don't have to use apps. You don't have to, you know, go online to find someone to date. You can make these connections in real life. Not that online isn't real life, just, I mean, live and in person, with these small little steps. And so that would be one way that I would say that would be a really good way to connect with people. Just think of the times that someone has complimented you or said something nice. Put it in the comments below and let us know how it made you feel. All right, guys, I guess that's all I have to say for today. Try to think of some catchy phrase. I don't know it yet. I'm still trying to figure this channel out, of how I'm gonna like maybe lead in and lead out. But I know I'm gonna try to always end it with my little thing, that 2 things that are really important to me: love and peace. So love and peace to you all. Mwah.